lot of you have asked me, as I'm a hypnotherapist, to do more meditation sessions, especially in this time right now. Obviously, people are a little bit struggling with getting alone time or having too much alone time with loneliness, with health and fear. So I want to do a meditation targeted towards feeling better inside yourself in this strange time that we're going through. And I kind of, following up on the interview that we did recently, I want to do a meditation especially based on learning to connect to positivity and to see the bigger picture in this whole situation that's going on now. So what I'm aiming to do for you guys every time is to give you basically 15 minutes with a 10-minute meditation and 5 minutes of kind of a little bit of talk around what's going on right now and around helping you guys to feel better. So what I've been seeing is kind of two sides, and most people are getting kind of tired of this isolation right now, tired of being quarantined, tired of the situation. We've kind of been here for a few weeks now, and people are getting a bit negative. They're worried about the economy. They're worried about the health of themselves and relatives. They're worried if we're ever going to have a cure for this situation. People are like worried about, having a vaccine, and some people are wanting the vaccine. Some people are really annoyed about the fact that we have to have a vaccine. So everybody's falling into many different camps, but there's a lot of negativity. So what we want to do with this meditation is to bring the positivity out. We want to connect to the positivity, to the positive emotion that we all have inside of us. So I want you guys to just sit down. I want you to get really comfortable. So you can either sit with your, flat on a chair like I'm sitting now. Try to get grounded. So the way we get grounded is we kind of feel part of us on the ground. So put your feet on the ground, or you can sit cross-legged if that's more comfortable for you, or sit kind of in a nice position. Whatever it is that feels right and feels good to you. And I want you just to take a really deep breath. Let's take another really deep breath. And breathing is one of the things that's really important for us, not just because it takes us away from the sympathetic state that we're in, that we're living in. A lot of times the sympathetic state is kind of stress, anger, fear, anxiety, any kind of these negative emotions that run around us. It takes us out of that. And also like even just the rush of every day that we used to have, maybe don't have so much anymore, but even sometimes now we're working from home, we're still feeling that rush. So the idea is to get out of the sympathetic state and to fall into the parasympathetic state. The other thing is, when we breathe, we strengthen our lungs, and that strengthening of our lungs is really, really important for the health of our lungs, especially considering this virus that's going on right now. So we want to keep our lungs strong, our heart strong. We want to keep our mental state strong. We really want to learn to feel better in ourselves. So I want you guys, when you breathe, to really let your stomach come out. Let it come all the way out. Let all the air fill your lungs. And then just hold the air in for a minute, for like just a couple of seconds. And then let it out and let your stomach completely collapse. The nice thing about this is actually the benefits is it also strengthens your stomach. So if you just let your stomach expand fully, as you breathe in, hold for a little bit, hold the lungs around, and then let your stomach go all the way in, and even pull your stomach in, and you strengthen your core at the same time. Just really, really good for your stomach. It's an easy way to strengthen your abs without having to do ab exercises. So do that again for me a couple of times. And then please close your eyes in the process. Just let your eyes close. And keep your eyes shut for this meditation if it feels comfortable for you. And I just want you to connect to the things that bother you. Let them just come into your head, because let's be honest, they're there. They're not going away right now. The fear, let all those anxieties, all those thoughts just come at you really quick and fast, like they're coming every day. I'm not going to, when is the situation going to end? What's going to happen to my job? Am I going to be able to afford to live? Like all of these fears, let them just come into your head. Whatever it is that they are, let them just come in. And then I want you, with your eyes closed, just to shout in your head, shut up. Shut up. Just let the thoughts, close the thoughts. Let them go away just for a minute. Let them run out of your brain just for a little bit of time. And this is your time. Right now, it's 10 minutes for you, not your negative thoughts, your positive, proactive possibility thoughts. So I want you to let those things in. And then I'm just going to count from 10 to 1. And as I count from 10 to 1, you're going to feel yourself sinking further and further into this meditation. Okay, and I want you just to sink further and further into kind of a feeling of comfort. And if it helps, imagine yourself in that 10 to 1 while you're kind of floating out of you. What you're actually doing is you're floating to a better place, a place of relaxation, wherever that place is for you, wherever it is, an imaginary place, a place you've been to, but any place that you feel really, really good and comfortable. 10. Go further, floating out of your body just a little bit. 9. A little bit more out, floating, comfortably floating. 8. Going to that lovely place where you can relax, where you can be yourself, where you're calm, where it's your own time. 7. And don't worry, there might be voices and sounds around you, people who want your attention. This is your time. 6. Let those voices fade to the background. They're there. They're in the way, but they're not for these 10 minutes, which are just for you. 5. Further and further into your nice, comfortable place of relaxation. 4. Let yourself go to that place. Relax into that place. 3. Just take yourself there to wherever your special place is. 2. And you're almost there. And 1. And just see that place in your mind. Just focus on my voice if that helps you. Whatever helps you to get more relaxed, and keep your breathing up. Breathing in with your stomach expanding fully, holding it for a bit, and out. Letting the breath go all the way, and just keep breathing throughout this whole meditation. And take yourself to that nice, comfortable place wherever you feel really good. And just remember that this place is yours. You can hold on to it. You can go there whenever you want. And I want you to think about all the possibilities that are here for you and that this situation has brought out of you. So I want you to focus on all the good things that have happened while you've been stuck in this isolation or this quarantine or this, family together forcedness, whatever it is that you've been in. I want you to focus on just the positive things. The other day I had this client that I was working with, and I told the client, I said to her, what color do you see in your room? And she said, oh, I see lots of brown. And I'm like, that's wonderful. Now I want you to look for the brown. She saw it, she's like, yeah, there's tons of brown. There's brown there, there's brown there, there's brown there. And then I said, great. Now what I see is white. She's like, oh. And I said, I want you to look for the white. And I want you to see the white. She said, oh yeah, there's actually a lot of white. And that's the point, that if you look for the negative, you will always see the negative. There's always lots of negative. But if you look for the positive, it might be hidden among the darkness. It might be hidden there, little bits of light. I want you to look for the positive. And I want you to keep breathing in and out. And I want you to just focus on the things that you find that are nice. The good things that have happened since you've been isolated, since you've been in this situation. Maybe you've connected more with your partner. Maybe you've reworked your closet. Maybe you've cleaned your house up because now you're spending so much time at home. Maybe you've even fixed up a room as your home office now. Maybe you've reconnected with your kids. You've started to cook more. You've learned how to clean better. Whatever it is that you've done more of. You've taken more walks outside. I want you to just count off the positive. And I want you to make a real effort to find at least 10 things that you have done that you can be grateful for in this situation. Just count off those 10 things, whatever they are. And keep breathing until you find those 10 things. And I want you to hold on to those 10 things. And I want you to just show gratitude. Thank you for these things. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this forced isolation. Thank you for the fact that we can't live our lives as we used to. That I've had to stay home and work from home, and I've discovered all the stuff I never knew before. And all of a sudden, the smog around London is going away. The smog around Beijing has faded. All of a sudden, the environment is fresher because less people are in their cars. All of a sudden, I'm learning to appreciate my lungs again. Learning to appreciate the cafes that are open, even if I have to queue for so long to get myself a croissant. So many things I appreciate, even time in the supermarket. The fact that there's eggs and flour and toilet paper and paper towels, all these things that you didn't appreciate before that you've learned to appreciate now. Be grateful for those things. Say thank you for those things. Because there's a reason why all of this is happening. And tonight when you go to bed, you're going to count down the things that you see that are good. And you're going to hold on to the things that are good. Because people find that when they hold on to the good things, the bad things seem to fade away. And when they focus on the positive, it's like the negative isn't there. Because what we focus on is what comes to pass. Like my client, who when she looked for brown, she found brown. And when she looked for white, she found white. What you focus on is what is the truth in your life. And from today, you'll focus just on the good things. And every night, I want you to count off how many good things you found. Make a list and say thank you for those good things. Appreciate the moments that you now have, because you know what? This situation right now is temporary. It's going to go away. Pretty soon we're going to go back to our rushing, our hustle and bustle, our working from work instead of from home, our fast-paced lifestyle that we're living. And we're not going to have so many moments to do yoga online and to exercise and to go for walks in the park or just outside on our street. We're not going to have so much time with our kids, one-on-one time like we have now. We won't have time to work on our cooking because we'll have to work on our work. So appreciate the beautiful moments of this time and be grateful for them. Thank you, universe, for giving me this opportunity to find all these different things I've never seen before. Just hold on to these things. And now our 10 minutes of aloneness is finished. So I'm going to start to count up from 10. And you're going to come back to where you are, to your reality. But what you're going to take with you is this appreciation and this vision for seeing things in a different way. It's like your eyes have been opened. You see things now that you didn't notice before. Positive things that are happening around you. The temporary state that we're in that brings all this opportunity that you didn't know you had. Just like that teacher who came out and wrote a letter of gratitude for the time she had in isolation, because it was a time that she learned to appreciate so many things that she didn't appreciate before. And as things go back to normal, our restaurants come back and our cafes come back and our pubs come back, and we get wrapped up in our fast-paced lifestyle. These little appreciation moments might fade away. So we need to capture this. Take a picture, click. Capture this beautiful time right now. This time of a little bit more get to relax a little bit now. A little bit slower pace to our fast-paced lifestyle. Enjoyment of this moment. So 1, coming back to where you were. And 2, back to this life, back to connecting with everybody else. And 3, back to where people need your attention. 4, back from this beautiful place. But that place is always yours to go back to whenever you want. 5, back to the moment. 6, remember that you will count always, looking for the positive, being grateful for the positive. 7, every moment. Now you've learned to focus on the things that actually matter. 8, and when I say 9, you'll come back to yourself. And 10, open your eyes. Maybe stretch a little bit. Come back to where you were. But learning that you can appreciate the beauty, the wonderful stillness and the wonders that come from this temporary time right now. Remember, if you have any questions about how to capture the moment, how to be more positive in life, do not hesitate. Come, have a free call with me, 30-minute call. You can ask me any questions about how to find the positivity, about your wellness, about your health. juliakeller.co.uk. And please do keep this video, listen to it whenever you feel like you need it. Give it a thumbs up. Sign up in order to receive our videos first. And tell your friends and send others and anyone that you think could use this uplifting. Have them sign up and listen to these. And remember, you can sign up for our newsletter on juliakeller.co.uk. And thank you all for listening. Bye, guys.